Good morning, plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is not my jungle. It's my bed because I just woke up and I wanted to take you with me today on, I guess, like a day in the life. Crash is here. He's looking at me like, oh, is it breakfast time? Hi, baby. You gonna come say hello? Come here. I guess not. So yeah, it's time to get up and get this day started. I'm going to show you everything that I normally do in a day. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay? Crash is looking forward to it, right, bub? You looking forward to it? Yeah? This is realistically how the day starts out every day. Every morning I need my kisses. Hi. I love you. Who's my sweet boy? My new shows. Alright, let's do this. It's a beautiful morning. This is what I always have to do first because this light does not stay stuck and I don't want it burning my plants. So I always, every morning, have to re-stick it, which is a pain in the neck. Anybody has any other suggestions? Because it just doesn't stick to the metal. This top is metal. These ones are glass, so these ones stick fine. But this one just doesn't, and this is my color changing strip, this thicker one. So like I like it because I turn the lights blue in here and the plants like it, but this is like a whole other mess that we're in the process of dealing with. So there is that. I'm gonna put my little macrame back on the door. The next thing that we do is fill the humidifier, but I actually filled it pretty late yesterday, so it still has a little bit of water. So I'm gonna wait a little while until that is ready. None of my lights have turned on yet because it's only 7:30. They turn on at 8, but I have been absolutely loving this because look, even when it's not filled anymore and I refill it, which is really easy to do, by the way, I can just refill it actually. Let me move these. These are my imports. They're doing really well in water. So I think they're ready to be moved over to like a mossy perlite mix soon. Not mad about that, but I am gonna turn this off, take this top piece off, and the light art strip already fell. I give up. And then it's really, really easy. There's a handle and you just take it away. It holds a good amount of water too, so let's go fill this baby up. I'm like, wait, it's not fitting. Easy. Lemon squeezy. Why is that even a saying? What does lemon squeezy mean?
You squeeze lemons, you make lemonade.
Oh.
It's easy to make lemonade out of lemons. I don't know.
Hi.
Oh. Hi.
This is an essential part of my morning routine too. Okay. Now let's talk about the humidifier.
Let's talk about the humidifier.
Give it back.
The humidifier.
Thank you for your help, cameraman.
Do you need gestures?
So I filled it up. You could hit the on off button because I want to show people that even when it goes off, when you turn it back on, it still is at the settings that I had it at. So I don't have to reset the settings on here every single time I turn this thing on or off, or every single time that it goes empty. So I leave this on 2, mist level 2, which I think is a good amount. Sometimes I'll raise it up to 3 if the humidity is low in here, but on level 2 this tank will last until tomorrow morning. So if I put it on 3, it'll go out sooner than that, but I am literally obsessed This is the nicest humidifier I've ever had, and I will leave it linked for you guys down below, but I just wanted to show you that is what I do. So all of these in here are doing really well, except for this Libicea is just kind of not bouncing back. It's not dying, but it's not really like getting its turgidity back. The Alocasia Jacqueline is surprisingly quite happy here. So going to pot all these up soon. I'm gonna have another baby Orbifolia that I'm gonna put out in the living room on the shelves there probably. So Westies, looks like a new leaf trying to unfurl over here. But yeah, so these are what my shelves are looking like. And this stupid light fell again, so I need to fix it. But then we're gonna get on with the rest of my chores for the morning.
Roll of Crash Your Pants.
I mean, there's
Hey, bub.
so much B-roll with him, it's stupid. All I have videos and pictures of my cat. And
What?
plants.
What meow?
What's your issue? Hmm?
This is good deal.
So normally I will sit here for a little while and drink my tea, check comments and things along those lines, emails and such, and then we are going to venture up into the loft, into the greenhouse, because I need to check on those babes and see how they're doing and make sure that they don't need water. They probably need to be watered. I think it's been a handful of days since I've watered them, so we are going to be going through and checking all of our plants today. I did just water everything on these shelves here, and I tried out a new fertilizer for you guys. So the company Instant Plant Food reached out to me and wanted me to try their fertilizer. So I'm gonna put that footage in here now. It has been a few weeks since then, and all of my plants are thriving. So I think it's safe to say that they are liking the plant food that I gave them. So I'm gonna let you guys check out that process, and then when we come back, I will take you up into the greenhouse. Okay fam, so it's a few hours later. I've been sufficiently caffeinated, responded to emails and DMs and comments and stuff like that. So now we're up on the ladder and I'm going to turn you around and we're going to check out what's going on inside the greenhouse. So there is a lot of like happy going on in there, and there's also a lot of not so happy going on in there. We have, it seems, eradicated the spider mite issue. It seemed to mostly be on philodendrons. I did see them on a couple of like my older Hoyas that I've had in there for a while, but they don't really seem to do all that much harm to Hoyas as long as you take care of it fairly quickly. So the ladybugs did their job and I did my job wiping everything down, so it should be completely pest free in here, besides a couple of mealybugs and fungus gnats, but that's just kind of par for the course with my plants anyway. We haven't had a lot of fungus gnats, thankfully. I haven't mosquito bitted my plants in a while, but I probably should. Oh, hey, there's a ladybug. I thought they all died. I'm not gonna lie. Look, there's one. Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh, yeah, you're still alive. Okay. I got rid of the food because it was leaking, which was nasty. So it's like, this thing is like stuck to the floor. Oh, that's gross. Hey, babe. Can you get me a wet paper towel? This stuff got like all sticky on the floor. Yeah. But let's hop in here and see what's going on. And this is hard to do with one hand. I found a ladybug that's still alive. Yeah, I thought they died because I hadn't seen any. Thank you. Yeah, the floor is all sticky. I don't want to step in it. The ladybug food for some reason was leaking, which was odd because it was leaking out of the nozzle after like it had already been sitting here for like a week. So I thought that was kind of weird. I'm gonna need the vacuum too when you get a chance, but I don't need it right now. Oh, there's a couple of dead ladybugs. Let me just clean this up really quick and then I'll show you guys what's going on in here. Okay, that's good enough for now. We'll give it a more thorough clean when we're done here. Let me move this tendril. This plant never grows a leaf, just tendrils. That's fine. Pull out these prop boxes that I need to go through and clean and repot a bunch of stuff. I repotted this, what are you, Pariso Verde? And it just like, it still doesn't look happy. That looks like somebody ate it, but that's fine. Maybe my cat munched on it and I didn't notice, but that's fine. I had it downstairs for a while because I repotted it. It just never really like, these imports just never really like did that great for me, but it's fine. They're imports. Okay, so here's what's going on in here. I'm not gonna do a full-on tour. We're just in here to water the plants because you could see the moss is pretty dry on these. Some of the soil plants probably don't necessarily need it. This guy, no, they all need it. Yeah, they're all pretty dry. All right, I guess we're watering plants. But that's the reason why we're up here. This I'm gonna have to take down to the sink to water. I give her water pretty regularly. I just can't water her thoroughly because there's nothing. She's getting pretty dry here, but she's growing like lots of new stuff from the top. So I want to believe that she's happy. I just need her to grow some cups without them drying up. I need a solution to this. I was thinking like one of those plastic things on the bottom, but then just putting like hooks. I'll have to do it and show you guys. I don't know if you can visualize what I'm saying. So that there's like a plastic thing down here, because these are just drainage holes under here. There's no nothing to catch it, and obviously don't want it to just fall on the floor. So, oh man, what is going on in here? This alocasia looks sad AF. It's got one leaf that looks like it's gonna die. Oh no, here's another one. This is my variegated chantrieri. Massive. This leaf is massive. I think maybe she needs to be repotted. It's a really tiny pot. Begonia back there I haven't watered in a while, so it's not surprising that it's dead. This is my Jennifer that I probably should have moved to moss already, but she never really bounced back. Water her regularly, but her leaves just still never regained their turgidity. So this was my reverted. Ignore the dirty spots on all the leaves. That's from the ladybug food. I need to clean everything now. Yay! I gotta get my microfiber cloth and just wipe them down with some warm water. I got this. It had this one leaf, and I bought it as a reverted amplyssimum. And then I put out this one, and then I put out this one, and I wasn't quite sure if it was going to keep reverting. It only had the one streak, but then this is the newest one. So I'm not mad about that. I barely paid anything for it, so I am very pleased with that. My jewel orchid is looking cute. She looks like she's gonna bloom. Got a little bud here. My Anthurium, ooh, that's a sad leaf. We're gonna cut that off. My Anthurium, I have the regular Clarinervium in here throughout this leaf. She's looking like she's not super thrilled about life, but my silver blush is putting out all these cute new leaves. Some of them are coming out damaged. I do have her in soil. I tend to keep my Anthuriums in moss, like this one's in a mossy perlite mix. This is from not feeding her enough because they are very hungry. So I do have with me over here, I keep these up here because it makes my life easier. This one's already got fertilizer in it, and this one does not, because they don't always all need fertilizer. So we're gonna water the plants, you guys, and hopefully be able to keep these happy. I don't know what happened to this chantrieri leaf down here, or why there's all this water on the floor. Like, what is even happening here, you guys? My Dakia is looking really, really sad. I'm thinking that these leaves might be okay. They all kind of have, like, I don't know, like this fungus or something on them. And the ones that were really sad fell off. Here's another one. So I already threw most of them out. But yeah, it's normal for leaves to fall off here and there, but that one was pretty sad. It was like the next day there was like 4 leaves on the floor, but everything else looks okay. My Jose Bono finally put out a really nice looking leaf. All of the import leaves have died back except for this one. These are the ones that it's given me in here. I don't know if it's getting too much light, but I'm probably just gonna chop it and reroot it further down in here because it looks dumb. You guys know I don't like it when my plants look dumb. So there is that. My Croniana keeps dropping leaves too. They never really like regained their turgidity either. They just kind of keep falling off, which is sad. But hopefully, maybe, just maybe, she had some turgid leaves. Oh, there's one. Sort of. I don't know. They all need water as well. This one, I don't know why I haven't thrown it out yet. It came to me really sad, but I attempted to pot it and rescue it anyway. It didn't work. She sent me a new one to replace it. So this is a new one, and she's doing fantastic. So thank you for that. Jill, you are appreciated. This is my Hoya Pottsii from her as well. Looking cute. Ooh, look at my Dischidias growing. Yay. So this whole place needs like an overhaul, to be honest with you. Like a deep clean. This is my Philodendron Patriciae. I think this leaf was unfurling when I got it, so I don't know if that's because of the spider mites in here or if that's because of it just like being in a different environment. I'm not exactly sure. Hoping this one comes in nice, but she needs to be repotted as well. And I'm not seeing spider mites. I haven't seen them in a while, which is good. I usually find them on these Anthuriums and stuff back in here. They really like this one, but honestly the leaf is just looking kind of dirty on account of the ladybug food. So I'm always like, oh, is that webbing? No, it's just ladybug food. You know when you have pests and then for a while you're kind of triggered by everything that looks like it. So there's that. Everything down here is doing okay except for this Dischidia hirsuta. I thought maybe if I watered it and left it alone it wouldn't die, but it looks to be dead. I took one cutting a few days ago of the only vine that was still salvageable, but that one's not doing great either, so I guess we're gonna toss this one. Got some sad alocasia leaves, which is you know, kind of standard. I'm so tired of these. They just like, they grow stupid and they want, like, can you tell I've been neglecting them because they look terrible? But this is the reality of having too many plants. So, and I can admit that I have too many plants. It's fine. My Aslanii put out a new leaf though. Look at how cute she is. She looks good. No spider mites here. So hopefully my silver dragon gets it together. This is a philodendron bobsea. Oh, she does have some webbing. See it? Can you see it? So I don't see any in here. And like, I've never seen spider mites have a, like, make a plant just kind of like shrivel up and look burnt almost. Like, what is that? Please somebody explain to me what happened to this plant. I really don't understand. It's not even in the direct light right here because I don't keep my alocasias in the direct light. This prop box that I pulled out actually blocks a lot of it, so it just gets like dappled light. But yeah, this is an alocasia. This is a dead bloom, which is good because we don't need those. I bought this one because it had like a little speckle of variegation somewhere, even though it wasn't a very happy plant. And I don't think it's gonna continue to variegate, but I bought it anyway. So there's a happy Hoya Dakii over here. This is what it should look like. I purchased this one as a cutting. It rooted up perfectly fine for me and it's been growing, so I should probably repot it. This is a Fitchii that I got as a gift that came to me really floppy, so I'm happy to see that she is bouncing back. This is another one here from Urban Leaf Shop that's just not good. This was not a cheap Hoya either. This is a Hoya Lyi, L-Y-I, I think. Yeah, not looking good. Might need to take that out and just try to propagate it. Propagating it might make it worse, but can it get worse? Like, I'm not exactly sure. So the rest of these over here are looking like they're doing fine. I dropped my seedlings, you guys. You'll see it in another video. So that's why there's kind of like dirt on some of these leaves, and on the floor here I made a mess. I tried to clean it up to the best of my ability, but so yeah, there's some Hoyas in here. This one's not looking great. I don't know why. Kind of a little floopy floppy, but it's alive. I've had plants like that survive before, so it should be okay. But the rest of them are looking good. There's some cuties in here. I hate Syndapsis, you guys. I love them, but I also hate them. So I am going to get to watering these. This was my Weymannii sticks that I should probably just throw out because this looks completely shriveled up and dead. And this shriveled up and dead. My little jewel orchid is doing well though, and my little Epipremna marble, she just needs some water. She's very dry. So there is that. These were import Hoyas, so it's understandable for a lot of these leaves to kind of just not make it. And then these are just sticks. They didn't have leaves. I was just hoping that maybe I could root them. I have had Hoyas grow for me that way they just take a long time. So yep, that's what's happening in here. We have a lot to do. We definitely have a lot to do. This one's getting nice and sun stressed. This is also from Urban Leaf Shop. This one is doing well, surprisingly, because this is a very like sensitive Hoya. She's kind of like on the softer side. So she's doing well up on her little Botany Bay trellis. You guys know that I have 1, 2, 3. And those are just in here because I try to keep them out in my regular space because they're so pretty. Oh, here's another one. 4. So yeah, I don't know what to do with my dubia either. I think I'm gonna cut it and reroot this top portion because it's gonna start putting out small leaves again, which is irritating. It already probably is. That one's probably gonna come in smaller than the rest. So it's finally putting out leaves like how it started up here, but I think it gets a little too much light and that's why it gets this like yellowing despite being blocked by the Hoya shelf. So I don't really know. I am going to be getting more beneficial mites in here. Thankfully they have gone nowhere near my Monstera elbow, but she is in need of a repot. I have some bigger pots in my cart on Amazon, so I'm gonna get to watering these babes. I also have a big tall humidifier that's supposed to go in here for the winter because things get really dry in here, and I need another fan to keep the airflow going. It also just smells really bad in here because the ladybug food does not smell good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I have been smart and I've been just keeping containers of water everywhere because it makes my life a lot easier when I need to water my plants to just have water already right next to the plants. Oh, here's my latifolia dinner plate too, by the way, you guys. She's throwing out this crazy tendril. No little leafies yet, but hopefully soon. I'm gonna clean up this because I don't even know how that happened, and then we are going to water the plants. So also what I wanted to not forget to add into this video is that I watered all of the plants on these shelves with the instant plant food, and I will put the date that I did that on the screen because I actually don't remember, but it's been a few weeks. Take these yellow leaves off. I just recently watered everything up here again, so they don't need any water. I literally just watered what needed to be watered here yesterday, so everything here is good. I probably need to water these hanging Hoyas though. Yeah, they're looking a little flimsy. And then I also watered everything here in the bedroom with the instant plant food as well. So everything seems to be doing just fine. It's pretty hard to tell after only a few weeks whether or not the plant food is like really benefiting my plants or making them grow. It's not really an active growth season, so I feel like we're just gonna have to keep using it and see what happens. And I do have a link for you guys, and I think there's a code. I'll have the code on the screen and down in the comments if you guys want to check it out. Just like holding dead leaves, that's fine. So I did also want to make sure that I like throw in my thoughts about the instant plant food. First of all, letting it dissolve in water is quite possibly the most satisfying thing. It reminds me of one of those like Alka-Seltzer tablets that just kind of like bubble up and dissolve. So that's fun to watch. Recommend doing it in a clear container so you can watch it fizz up. That's kind of like the whole fun of it. And it was really quick and easy to use. The packaging is super minimal. It's way better for the environment in terms of like you're not buying like a bunch of liquid. So it's the same concept as like the laundry sheets that I use instead of like the liquid laundry detergent. So, you know, we try to do our best in all of the little ways possible. And I know that you guys are always looking for more ways to be more environmentally friendly and a little bit more sustainable. So this might be a really good option for you if you want to check it out. So I did also see it in like a plant shop in Worcester, which I thought was fun. So yeah, I was, like I said, only able to water the plants out there and the plants in here with the amount that I had. So maybe like not the best for like a big plant collection, but if you have less than like 200 plants, then I'd say that this is a really great option. You only have to do it every 3 months, which is not like other liquid fertilizers where you're doing it all the time. I don't know about you guys, but in the growing season, I am fertilizing my plants almost every time I water them, if not every other time I water them. And I continue to give them food if they are showing me signs of growing, regardless of what season it is. So fertilizing is definitely like kind of a weird, tricky thing too if you're a newer plant parent. So I think that these tablets could just be a really great option for you if that's the case too, because it is so quick and easy to use that like you can't mess it up. Like there's nothing that you can mess up about this. Packaging is really small. It's not going to take up a bunch of space if you have a small apartment like I do. Like there's literally just like plant supplies everywhere and I never know where to store anything. So I did like how small the packaging was, and I'm definitely going to like keep on experimenting with it and see what happens. So I am going to try and just exclusively water those plants and these plants with that fertilizer and not any other fertilizer that I normally use, so that we can actually get a more accurate like depiction of what's happening here and if it's like really benefiting my plants more or less than other plant food. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever tried this company. If you want to try this company, definitely go and check it out. And that is really it for today. I don't have any other plant chores aside from like some repotting and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that with you guys today because that's just going to make this video way longer than it needs to be. I already made it longer than it needs to be by showing you everything in the greenhouse, which I said I wasn't going to do. It's so hard to be in there and not show you everything that's happening in there, but I am going to do like a proper tour of everything that's in there in more depth. I know you guys have been wanting to see that. Hopefully this was a nice little sneak peek, which I do all the time anyway. Like I always show you guys what's going on in there. You just have to get to that part in the video. I know that people don't always watch the whole thing, so you might not even still be here. Am I talking to myself? Anyway, so yeah, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for the morning. It's like noon now. I'm in slow motion. There's been some stuff going on today and I'm supposed to like film more. I think it's actually past noon, like 1 or 2 o'clock. Anyway, I was supposed to do like way more filming and like not look like this, but it didn't really work out that way. I'm not really feeling it. I guess we're gonna do that tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this video, you should give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. My lips are really chapped. Can you tell? They're like all gross. Anyway, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, there's a super thanks button if you guys want to super thanks me. If not, I really just genuinely appreciate you guys when you say hi to me in the comment section. Even if you don't have anything to say, just say hi. Sometimes you don't always have commentary on a video. I know, but just say hi. I might not always respond, but I read them, I promise. So there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I appreciate you, fam, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I hope I see you in the next one. Bye. Here are my dead leaves.